Nothing changes.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Trunks, and I'm coming at you guys with another war recap. I haven't done one for you guys in a while, so I'm bringing you guys today Fulmen Morte versus Clantanemo Bay. We went up against them in a dead even match and came out actually with a full-fledged draw, so we decided to do the tiebreaker in a 5 versus 5 quick little war, and they ended up coming out on top. But nonetheless, there were still a bunch of good attacks, so let's go ahead and hop into some of the replays. Up first, we have BNZ. He's coming up against Seabass. He's going to start off with a little queen walk action and just have a couple archers and a couple other troops to help trim some of these outside buildings while the queen is walking, and then she's going to just make her way around the top of the base once she gets the bottom portion cleaned, and he's just going to have rages to help keep her up, get that health back up full before she gets in range of that Inferno Tower, so that way once she's in there, she will be able to tank the point defenses that are down there, gets a freeze down on the Inferno Tower to help give the queen just a little bit longer. She's able to get that health back up again to full health before that Inferno Tower becomes unfreezed. And then when that clan castle comes out, she's got full health. Gets a poison spell down, so that way it slows down that balloon and pretty much will be able to take care of that before it gets over to his queen. And then he has additional rage down, so that way she's able to stay up through the lava pups and the 2-point defenses that are on her, and then he's going to sneak a few wall breakers down at the bottom. One of them gets taken out by the cannon, so he doesn't fully get through the wall, but he does something pretty nifty here. He pops that Barb King ability just in time, so the king will beat through that wall before that cannon goes down, and then the bowlers and the queen all redirect inside the base together. And at this point, he has his group coming right through the core of the base, smashing that Tesla farm, and then he's coming from the bottom side with a massive horde of balloons just coming straight into that first air defense. And he has the jump spell that can lead over to that queen, and they're able to take that out before the balloons get over there. And then he has a haste spell down right into that Inferno Tower, has plenty of balloons coming in on the backside with the queen still standing. Healers are helping just to keep her up. And at this point, this base is pretty much cooked as he has only a few point defenses left, but they will not be able to take care of the amount of balloons that are coming. And then he has his final cleanup troops getting down along with the lava pups, and he's got plenty of time with those balloons just to make their way back around the base. Gets a few air skellies and air bombs that come out on the end, but at this point, there's just too much. There's nothing left on the base to take care of what is left, but awesome attack coming in from BNZ. This is one of the ones he stepped up, actually taking out a max Town Hall 10 on this one, so it's pretty impressive to see another Town Hall 10 take out a fully maxed Town Hall 10. It's very rare that you actually see that. Usually it's the Town Hall 11s taking care of that, but BNZ is showing you guys how it's done. Up next, though, we'll go ahead and jump into the Town Hall 9 action. We had a lot of solid attacks come out of this one. Going to start off with a little queen walk action and then come in with the Go Vaho. Gets the queen, though, and then just has a baby dragon to help clear out all the trash down on the bottom side. Queen is able to work through those towers up at the top with minimal effort. Just going to go ahead and step up, take out the point defenses that are on the bottom side of the base pretty easily. And then she's just going to jack back up to the top side of the base after she is able to step up and take care of the arch tower. Gets poisoned down for that clan castle as it comes out. Gets that queen ability popped, and then the queen's just going to continue around the base, working on taking out the troops or buildings on her walk. And then he's just going to come in on the top side now that that funnel is pretty much made. Gets a golem down to tank, has a bunch of wizards behind, and he's going to get all that trash taken out. Gets the Barb King down, and then he has a group of Valkyries and the bowlers coming out of the clan castle, heading straight into the core of the base. Has jump spells down and a rage in the middle of the base. That way they are able to get over to where that queen's at She actually hops over, gets behind the wall, but with the Valks and the Barb King, they're able to get through that wall relatively quick with that rage spell down. Queen actually dies off on the bottom side, but at this point, he's got most of the base taken care of. The Barb King is still in the core tanking, and he's got all of his bowlers up. The healers switch over to that group of bowlers, so at this point, you know, as long as he's got time, he's easily going to be able to take care of this base. But with the amount of hogs that he has coming in on the backside, he's easily able to do that, and then has a few that are in the bag, so once the last few buildings go down, he's able to get them down for cleanup if he likes. And at this point, though, it's completely smashed. He's got the bowlers working with the remaining hogs and the Barb King at full health on the cleanup. Absolutely demolishes the base. All right, we got Hectics coming in on this one. He's going to start off with the Quad Quake, opening up the base, and then gets a Golem down, and then has a Baby Dragon behind just to take out the big high hit point buildings on the outside. Then gets a few Wizards down around with a second Golem and Baby Dragon on the 1 o'clock side, and then has a third Golem down up on the point to take the Wizard Tower. Sneaks in the wall breakers, and all 3 of his golems redirect towards that core. The Hound comes out, but he's got plenty of wizards right there with the Archer Queen, so they will take care of that Lava Hound relatively quick. And the bowlers are following in behind the golems into the core of the base to get that queen, and then everything else is opened up, so he has clear access to the base, has a rage and heal down. So the bowlers and all the troops will come out of the top side of that base with full health. The wizards are still standing with the queen on the backside, and the bowlers are still working. And then he gets a rage down in that core of the base, so that way they're able to gut everything. And at this point, all the air defenses have been taken out, so he just has balloons that he's able to trickle in to the remaining air targeting buildings. The only thing that could really give him maybe a little bit of trouble would be the Tesla farm at the bottom, but he's got a good horde of balloons going into that, and then he has an additional 9 balloons that he's sitting on, and so he's just going to wait for everything to come together and then drop them, so that way he's able to overwhelm the Tesla farm at the bottom, and then he's just going to hold on to the last few of his balloons that he has, so that way he can send them into that Wizard Tower before his main group gets over there, and they'll be able to take care of everything. He has the queen still working, finally pops ability on her, so that way he can go ahead and just get the cleanup moving quicker. And then his balloons that he all sent in on the backside are able to finally step up and finish off the buildings, and then be working on the cleanup with the queen as well, but basically smashes this base as well. Alright, we'll go ahead and take a look at one more replay from this one. It's going to be Huku coming in. He's got the stoned golem with the balloons for the backside. Double jump, so he's going to be able to go all the way across this base with the amount of tanking that he has. Gets those golems down though right off the start. Very wide funnel, has the baby dragons working on the outside, taking care of those, and then the wizards down behind, so they're able to help create that funnel. And then once everything is basically down, he's going to go ahead and get some jumps down across this base. Wall breakers the first wall. Then gets the queen down. He's got his golems redirecting. Comes in with the bowlers behind those golems. Has the first jump leading right to the core. Gets the poison down for that clan castle. Has the bowlers and the queen working behind. Basically what you want, and then gets a rage down, so that way once they get into the core of the base, they're going to just start dropping buildings. You can see the bowlers are actually reaching all the way towards the outside of the base, taking out an archer tower and cannon on the very bottom side of the base. And then he has a jump leading right up to the queen and another rage for them, so they are able to demolish the top side of the base as well. And then at this point, he's just trickling in a few balloons on the backside as well to target those remaining air targeting buildings. Gets a golem down in front of each one of those balloons, or not a golem, a giant, so that way the giant will tank the initial hits for the towers. But at this point, he has absolutely demolished the base. The bowlers pretty much wrecked the base once they're underneath rage. They were able to hit buildings that were so far on the outside and take them out with the bounce that his defense didn't even stand a chance really on this base. Plenty of balloons. Queen survives the whole time, and then he has a golem basically walking around the middle of the base as the bowlers and everything cleans up the remaining of the base. Very solid war from Clantanemo Bay and Fulmen Morte. It was pretty rare that you could see a tie coming out with exact same percentage and exact same stars at this caliber of a war, sending the CWL reps to try to figure out a way how to break this tiebreaker. But very good war from both sides. But that'll wrap up things for today, guys. So if you have any questions, comments, any suggestions on anything you want to see, please feel free to leave them in the bottom, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. But until next time, guys, this is Trunk signing out.